christiangeekcentral.com.
Hey, welcome, X-Dilly Bob X-Dilly. What should I call... Is there a short version of that? It's, that's the crazy thing about usernames, is like, they totally work. Any username can work in the text setting. But when some guy like me suddenly has to figure out, okay, should I just call you Dilly Bob? Dilly Bob? I don't know. You tell me what you want. You tell me what you want in this environment. This experimental social media environment that we as human beings are still trying to figure out. Dark Emerald, I do not have Fortnite. I really don't play games online. I am a solo hermit gamer. Next game. Oh, I don't need a disc for this. The next game that I am currently in love with is Monster Hunter World, which I reviewed not too long ago. I think I'm gonna tap into one of my donuts here. Love that Quick Trip donut. So good. All right. Oh. Dilly Bob is Caden. Oh, man. How many computers you guys got in that house? A whole bunch. For those of you who don't know, a whole bunch of my family, on my wife's side of the family, are all getting other computers at once to come to the live stream. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. Let's see here. Gratau says, almost everyone is playing Monster Hunter except for me. It is kind of like the hotness right now. It's that surprises me a little bit, but I actually was originally not going to... I was really on the fence about reviewing it, even giving it a try. But some pre-coverage about the game revealed a few details about it that I was like, you know what? I think this might be my kind of game after all. So, let's see here. This, when I first saw this, every time I load up the screen, I saw this. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I need PlayStation Plus just to play the dumb game? You don't. But I do have to still cycle out of that every time I boot up the game, which is lame. But this is a heavily intended, especially historically in the Monster Hunter series, to be a multiplayer game. Which is one reason why I was like, I don't think this is going to be for me. But part of the pre-game coverage really assured me that, no, the developers really put effort into making this totally viable as a single-player experience. And so it was on that basis that I gave it a try. And I have really been enjoying my time with it. Look at that. 26 hours. I don't know how, I don't know when that happened. But like that's already the length of a short RPG. I think, you know, when I think of like standard classic RPG or like JRPG length, I think 30 hours about. So I'm 4 hours away from totally having had a full, you know, length game experience here. And so I definitely feel like I've gotten my money's worth, and I'll probably continue to get my money's worth beyond that 30-hour mark. You do have to have these online sessions where you're still kind of playing this game online. It's weird. Even though I don't see any other players, I don't interact with any other players, I really don't have an awareness that any other players are involved in this game world at all. That, you know, it looks in every way like a single-player game, except for these little moments where it's like, okay, we have to create a live instance of the world we're about to send you out on, and it's weird. I'm wondering, though, if I will be hitting a wall soon with this game, because there's a monster called Anjanath, who is basically like a giant fire-breathing T-Rex. And he is giving lots of people problems that are new to the Monster Hunter series. And he's the first monster that I will be going up against that has an insta-kill attack. And I do not like that. Because my hand-eye coordination skills are crappy, and so I like depending on stats. Let me just grind and boost my stats to compensate for my crappy Twitch skills, you know. I don't think fast. I'm not good at thinking fast. I'm a slow, deliberate thinker, you know. So if I'm gonna play in a fast-paced game, I need a way to compensate for that. And you can, in this game, kind of like grind for loot and stuff like that, which is basically what I'm going to do right now. I'm not going to take on any story missions, because the next story mission involves fighting Anjanath. And what I need to do, I think, to get ready for that, is really just kind of grind some of the monsters I've fought already for components that they yield after they die, so I can improve my armor. And what's kind of lame is in these story missions, let me see if I can actually pull one up here. Let's see here. So I go to this story mission, Flying Sparks, Toby... Oh, wait, no. Wait, where's the, Where's my... Oh, is there someone I'm supposed to talk to? Yeah, there's someone I'm supposed to talk to in this little hub area before I actually get that quest. Anyway, in story missions, you have to complete them in 50 minutes or less, which I think is lame to begin with. So far, it has not been an issue at all for me. I've finished... The longest I think it's taken me to fight the hardest monster I've had to fight so far was like maybe 20 minutes. But you can only die 3 times. When you die, you respawn back at the nearest campsite, and then you go out and keep fighting the monster. However much health they've had reduced remains reduced, unless they've been left alone for a long time, then they kind of heal a bit. So you can kind of hack away at them over the course of, you know, dying a few times. But if you die, the 3rd time you die in most missions, it's game over. You fail that mission. And but if you go and take on these monsters outside of being in kind of like a quest mode, you can hack away at them and die as many times as you want, and still take them out. So I think what I'm actually going to do, build up my equipment, fighting other monsters, and then go take on Anjanath outside of the story mission mode, so that I have the freedom to be killed by him as many times as I have to be, until I defeat him, and then I can get some of the components that he has to upgrade my weapons and armor, so that I can be in the best state possible when I'm ready to take him on with the limitation of, you know, 3 lives. So, oh, thank you! Man, I did good at changing the titles of the last stream, and falling back into bad habits now. Monster Hunter World. Okay. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's see, how am I doing on my potions and stuff here? Yeah, I think I'm good. All right. It's going to be time for dinner before I know it. Let's go and take on... Oh, I can't remember what this guy's name is. Bareth? Something like that? Let's see here. Dark Emerald says, can you add me on PS4? I don't do any kind of social stuff on PS4. As I mentioned before, I'm totally a hermit gamer. So it's not because, I don't avoid connecting with people because I don't like them or whatever. I just don't engage with any of the social stuff. I have all those settings turned off. So you might be able to see my account somewhere on PS4, but if you send me friend requests and stuff like that, I don't get any of them. And it's nothing personal. I just really, when I'm playing video games, just totally like to be by myself and just kind of doing my own thing. But sometime I would like my boys to connect with you family folks in Indiana at some point. We might someday get an Xbox Live subscription to get something like that going on, because I think that would be cool for them to be able to do that. Alright, I don't know, let's go to the central camp. Yes! Reed, Let's see. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yes, yes, I know. I can't use some online features. Whatever. Reed, I don't remember if there was a Monster Hunter series, like an animated series. I might watch it. That sounds kind of cool. No reason to be disappointed, Dark Emerald. I don't play any multiplayer games anyway. So these monsters are big, ugly things. They're very intimidating. All right. It's nighttime, okay. Oh man, I've never tried to fight any of these things when I'm distracted by doing a live stream and chatting. This might go really badly. Let's see here. It's not that big a deal if you mention my boys' names, guys. Thanks for your concern. I appreciate that. But it's not that big a deal. We've talked to them a number of times about strangers and all the potential things that strange people might say to try to convince them that they know me or mommy. It's the world we live in, where you gotta really have precautions. Even if you're just on a little YouTube channel like mine. That's the world we live in. Where the crap am I? Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I think I know where I am. I think I know where I am. Francisco Reeves says, "Can we mention your social security number, Pater?" Francisco, do you have that information? Oh no, I don't need this guy. Never mind. Wait a minute. What is this place? Have I been here before? What's this plant? Oh, got it already. I don't think I've been here before. That's been a cool thing. I really dig the exploration aspect of this game. That's one of the main reasons I play games, is for exploration. But I haven't seen any big monsters yet, which makes me nervous. I don't know why I haven't seen... I'm afraid that something really nasty lives here, and that's why there are no other big monsters here. Mite seed! That sounds helpful. Oh, hey, for those of you that are family, and those of you that aren't, it's because I talk about my wife plenty. If you didn't notice this, I have modeled This, my character, you can make them look however you want. I modeled them. I modeled her to look like Holly. You can't see it up close. I don't know if I can zoom in on her face. I don't think you can. But like the face, the preset, one of the preset faces, I was like, boy, that she has a similar bone structure to Holly. And so that's where I got the idea, and then found similar hair to hers. And my little sidekick there is wearing armor you can't see, but it's a cat. It's a little cat person. And Holly, growing up, had a cat named Abby. And so that's what I named that cat. And my wife kicks monster butt, let me tell you. What? Am I out of inventory space? Oh, I am. Okay. Okay. That's right, because I was all prepped to go out and fight a monster. I wasn't planning on doing all this collecting. So let's go find a monster then. Oh my gosh, I've never swam underwater. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I think I recognize this place. I think I don't want to be here if I'm where I think I am. Oh, that guy. Man, he's not too bad, but he's not the one I want to fight right now. Yeah, I was lost. I didn't know where the crap I was. Okay, well okay, so I found him. That's good. Get some points for that, but I don't want to fight him. Can you... Just be cool, be cool. Be cool. I'm just gonna walk by. No! No, it's cool. I'm not here to... Ah! Alright. I guess it's on. This is not the one I wanted to fight. Oh crap, I dodged right into it. Okay, okay, I gotta... Oh, and she does that slimy poop thing that slows me down. Okay, potion. Oh, I didn't finish drinking that, really. Oh! Oh, come on, I dodged! I really meant to, anyway. Ah. Okay, okay. Come on, girl. Come on, get up. We gotta move. Oh, thank you, my friend. My little Abby cat healed me. This is the last monster I fought, and so this is currently the toughest monster I fought in the game. Oh, I'm stunned now. And I didn't want to fight him again until I fought the monster before him to build up my equipment. Oh, see, I gotta go sharpen somewhere. Oof. Ah! Oh, I missed. Oh, this punk. Oh, come on! Oh my gosh. Crap. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna have to sharpen my blade soon. Oh, he's on his side. Do you have feet? I didn't see your feet last time we fought. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thing has feet. Come on, girl, come on. Sharp and fast, sharp and fast! Oh! Wow! Come on, dude. Oh! Oh, jeez! Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He really leaped. What does that move? Where you going? You running? Okay, when they run like that, that means they're hurt a good amount. Hey, Rugged Warrior. Francisco asks if my cat levels up. Yeah, oh yes, actually it does. It does level up, which is helpful. And you can also upgrade its armor and equip it with some things. But really, all the increase in capability in this game is largely based on getting components from monsters that you defeat. You, certainly as a hero, don't gain any increase in, your capability as just a result of... I don't think there's even experience points for you. It's just all equipment based. And then you're skilled with the controller. Alright. It's on! Oh! Oh my gosh. I'm terrible. Oh! Dang it! I thought I was off to the side a little bit. Oh, jeez. Okay. I just gotta go heal somewhere. Oh, let's go up here. Oh! He's about to kill me! Get up, girl, get up! Drink that potion! Come on now! Come on! Oh, dang it. If you can get on their back, you can do some serious damage, but... So I really need to try and do that. Ah! Come on now. Yeah! You notice they don't have a health bar either, so apart from your damage numbers, which is a new thing to the series, I can't believe that, you don't have an idea of really how close they are to death. You just have to watch their behavior. If they run away, that usually means you're in a new phase of the battle, a lower part of their health bar. Oh! Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Where are you at? Oh! I can't see! Oh my gosh. Come on, girl. Okay. Potion time. Come on, get up, girl. We gotta get out of there. No! Oh! Oh my gosh! Cat! Help me! Oh! Oh my gosh! Potion! Last one looks like. Least of my mega potions. Oh my gosh! That's intimidating. I should get up on that ledge now and try to... Ugh. Come on now. Where'd you go? Oh, now he's running away. Oh, my blade's gonna need sharpening soon. Oh, man. Ugh. Come on now. There we go. Got a few good hits in there. Come on now. Oh my gosh, come on. Good job, Cat. Keep him distracted. Oof. Oh no, don't come here. Please don't come here and fight. That other one is really scary. Okay, sharpened blade. Oh my gosh, he's landing in the area. That flying thing is really super evil and scary. I am not up for fighting him. Rugged Warrior asks, have you played or will you play Shadow of the Colossus? Probably not. I haven't played it, and probably won't. I don't think it's going to be my type of game. But who knows, if I'm wrong and I do not hit a wall in this game within the next 10 hours, and I, finish out the campaign at least, then maybe after that I'll be in the mood to give it a shot. Francisco asks, have you run into any kaiju scale monsters in this? Yes, just one. It's kind of the main monster of the whole game that you have to beat at the very end, and you are kind of running across his back at the very beginning of the game. But the rest of the monsters are about these sizes here. One potion for good measure. All right. Here we go. Oof. He might be close to death now, because this is his home. And that's usually where they go to near the end of their life, if they last long enough. Come on. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Closer. Oh! Oof. That's intimidating. Come on, get in there, girl. Oh man, I can't tell his tail from his head sometimes. Oh, thank you. I think my cat healed me. Oh! Come on, come on. Yeah, come on, we gotta be close. We gotta be close. Oof! Don't swim away from me! Oh my gosh. Maybe we're not as close as I thought. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's got feet again. Sharpen, come on, girl. Francisco says, start the OGs counter. That's right, yeah. Rugged Warrior asks, do you ever feel guilty killing the monsters? You know, I've heard that some players do. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I guess I'm just cold-hearted that way. I mean, some of the early monsters, I suppose, have a little bit more potentially pet-like characteristics. So the ones that are modeled a little bit more off of like pet-type animals, I can see maybe someone feeling that way, but I don't. I just rarely engage in that way with video games. And this one, there's so little story and characterization going on that it would be really hard for me to invest emotionally in any part of this game, other than just the intensity of will I survive or not, or whatever, you know. Okay. Well, that went reasonably well. And I got some goodies. But I need some healing potions, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Alright, so I got 8. Alright. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh, is that big ugly guy still up there? I wonder if he is. Pater didn't kill you because you weren't armed. No sport. You know what, Francisco? Did you hear that in Ghost Recon Wildlands there was an event? I think it's done now, I'm not sure. But there was an event in Ghost Recon Wildlands where they dropped the Predator into that world. And you can take on a side quest where you have to go track and take on the Predator while he's hunting you at the same time. And I got my butt handed to me, so I need to finish the campaign in that game and totally build my guys up to max. Then next year when the event comes around, I'll try it again. Oh, there's that guy. Oof. Yeah, fly away, dude. I don't want anything to do with you. But it occurs to me that that would be really cool to have the Predator or maybe some other movie monsters dropped into this game if they could, you know, do a similar licensing deal like Ubisoft did. I would love to, you know, go after the Predator in this game, even though he'd be much smaller than the monsters you typically fight. Alright. Well, where's Baroth? He usually hangs out around here, but I don't see him. But my blade's all sharp, I got plenty of potions, so I might go and try to take him on. Yeah, it is amazing, Francisco. It's a little less amazing to get insta-killed by his laser blast. But what can you do? Oh, I should start looking at tracks. That's how you find monsters in this game, and I've been totally ignoring that system. So, like, there's this guy, and he... some of these early monsters, they don't attack you unless you attack them first. But the further in you get, like with that swimming one, that fish sea monster, whatever the crap it was, I mean, he attacked me on sight, but he's among the first few to do that. Kuluyaku, that's that chicken-looking thing. Baroth is a big, plated-looking monster. Yeah, Dilly Bob, that's what I'll call you for now. Yeah, you can get stronger, but the problem is, I mean, I guess I could get stronger thumbs and better reflexes, but I would have to physically, you know, like, actually get better as a gamer at this game, or at this point, better at playing Ghost Recon Wildlands if I was going to try and beat the Predator, but unfortunately, this game does not allow you to lean on stats as much as I'd like. I would definitely describe it, I would still describe it as an action RPG, but you could also arguably call it an action game with heavy, heavy RPG elements. You know, I feel like when you get into the territory in an action game where a creature can one-shot kill you, and it's only a matter of your own reflexes to stop that from happening, then you've stepped out of RPG territory and you're squarely in action game territory. To my mind, role-playing games are about playing a role. The emphasis is on kind of like imagining that you are this character, not in developing your dexterity skills as a real human being. I don't see Baroff. Yeah, Francisco says, I suppose that is less fun, but just get to the chopper and you'll be fine. I assume you intended a bad Schwarzenegger impersonation at that point, so I inserted that for you. And you actually can do that. There are helicopters in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Oh, is that... Oh no, that's Diabolos! No! No! Run away! Oh my gosh! I don't think I'm going to find the monster I really want to find. So I'll just get this nitro shroom, and then return from the expedition. It's also nuts that you can't pause this game. That's another way that it really feels like an online game that drives me nuts. I really want to pause. I've got life to live. You know, I mean, now I'm doing a live stream, and so I've got this time carved out where my family knows, okay, Daddy's not to be interrupted right now, but, you know, I can't normally expect that or ask for that when I'm just, you know, relaxing playing a game on an evening. You know, if my son wants to ask me a question, my wife wants to ask me a question or whatever, I need to be, I want to be able to instantly pause and talk to them because they're a human being. And, can't do that in this game. Dilly Bob says, I can go with heavy action-packed RPG. Yeah, that works. Or is it a RPG-packed action game? So see, yeah, your Palico, that's my cat person. My Palico level goes up as I go out into the wild. So maybe that's what I gotta do. Is just like, if all else fails, I can't grind myself, but I can grind my Palico's level and just get him to an absurd level so that I can go to a story mission and just like, okay, Palico, go to it. Go nuts. He starts one-shotting giant Godzilla monsters. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. That'd be kind of demoralizing to see my little cat person. I'm not a big fan of anime and, you know, cutesy anime type stuff, and so and anthropomorphic animals, not a fan at all. And so that was kind of like a point against this game. Like, really, I have to have an anthropomorphic cat following me around all the time? But I can cover them in armor and pretend it's not a cat under there. I don't have to think about the fact that it's a cat. And my little friend has been very useful, so. Quartal says, you should do more Monster Hunter live streams so you don't have to pause. LOL. Rugged Warrior, you were getting your butt kicked by Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2 today? I think I did hear that he was in that game. Is he harder in that game than in the game he actually comes from? Alright, let's save and move on. Dark Emerald says, I want donuts. I do have that effect during these live streams. I think almost every stream, when I get out a donut and start eating it, someone in the chat says, now I want a donut. Sorry. All right. New game. Let's change the title. Let's see, Dragon Quest Builders. Oh wait, I gotta push a button. Let's see, there we go. Bum 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 bum. Oh, you know what I should do? I should really quick just have my boys come in really quickly and say hi to their cousins. Hang on a second. Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 Corbett, like, Japanese kids.
Hello?
Here's the camera right here.
Oh, hi. Hi, wait! You're in my way. Stay.
You see them? See, you gotta duck down just a little bit, Asher.
Okay.
Say hi, cousins!
Hi, cousins! Hi, cousins. Oh,
Alright. You're gonna knock stuff over. Okay, settle down.
We don't have
Turn this way.
One
Turn this way.
thing.
What? One quick thing. You're making me nervous.
Okay.
Don't knock things over. Don't be wild.
I'll be careful.
Okay. Okay, that was really weird. Alright. Thank you. Great. Alright.
Bye! Bye,
Oh,
cousins!
down, please.
Sorry.
That's right. Alright. Thanks, everybody, for letting them do that. Okay. Oh, so I put in the notes for the stream. I don't usually do this, but I've kind of been meaning to. But I put notes in the stream. Some games, or something about some games will be M-rated, and then I put a link to the ESRB website, which I just checked out today, and that's a really good resource. So if you have any questions about any of the games that I'm going to be playing and like why they are rated the way they are, so you can get an idea of what kind of content is coming up that you might want to be careful about or whatever, you can check that out. So for example, Far Cry Primal, you could follow that link to the ESRB page, put in Far Cry Primal, and see what the content is going to be. This game, I think there are maybe 1 or 2 NPCs that when you interact with them, they're exposed a little bit on top, like this female, so it's just a little bit of nudity. But it's brief and played down, and I'm not going to be interacting with any of that kind of content right now. The kind of stuff that would be kind of content, M-rated content that would be right now in Far Cry Primal, then as I'm going to be playing it, would be just the violence. So like animals getting arrowed and crazy Neanderthal men getting arrowed. So gonna be some blood. I'm gonna be running around collecting things. Far Cry Primal. I'm done with the campaign, so I'm not doing any campaign missions. And Dark Emerald, do these games cost money? Yes, they do. So these are not free to play. which if you're normally playing multiplayer games, then probably a lot of games that you're playing, especially if you're playing on PC, are free, which is really cool, as long as you don't get sucked into their monetization schemes. But when you really like single-player games like me, then you're going to end up almost always paying for your games. So anyway, I've really been enjoying the Far Cry games, and Far Cry Primal I don't enjoy as much as the mainline ones, because I like the guns. I just like the mechanics of them, and doing the scopes and stuff, and you just you have clubs and bows and arrows and stuff like that. So, but this one is still. It grew on me really fast, Even though, yeah, sure, at the end of the day, I'd love to have like a gun instead of a club, or a bow and arrow, or a spear, or something like that. It still had that same core Far Cry magic, and the reason I'm currently in love with it, as opposed to one of the other Far Cry games, is because I have played the snot out of those. I have gotten every collectible that you can get in Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4. I've reset the outposts at least once. Twice in one of them, and conquered them all again. And so it was just like, I've played that out. And now I'll just wait for Far Cry 5, which I'm really looking forward to. But this one, even though the technology and the setting is very different, it's still that same core gameplay of going around taking down outposts. And then when you're in the post-game, if you haven't done it all before doing the main campaign, you can run around getting all these collectibles, just traversing the environment. And that's a lot. I mentioned I really like exploration in games. That's one of the reasons I like Ubisoft games, is because they're a lot of times, whether it's Assassin's Creed or the Far Cry games, they're just about inhabiting and traversing and exploring this other world, And so that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to go to this map and look at the collectibles and find one nearby and go and collect it. Rinse and repeat. And deal with anything that might show up along the way that I have to deal with. So I'll mark that, but I do prefer traveling during daytime, so I am actually going to take a quick little nap. Oh man, and then I gotta remember to eat. I gotta eat dinner. Let's see here. Francisco, I didn't see who was writing that first. I just saw what you were writing. Francisco, are you saying a Christian can enjoy an M-rated game? My heavens! And for a second there, I thought you were someone else and you weren't being sarcastic. But Francisco knows me well enough to know that, yeah, absolutely. I think that Christians can enjoy M-rated games. Not every M-rated game can be enjoyed by Christians, and not every Christian can enjoy a given M-rated game. But certainly I don't think we need to rule out M-rated games. That's kind of an interesting phenomenon, isn't it? It started with movies, where Christians just kind of like decided, and I think it starts out well-intentioned. It's about protecting children, but at some point we have to grow and learn how to discern, as adults, how we're going to interact with entertainment. If we don't do that, if we just say, even as like a 25-year-old man, that R-rated movies, seeing them as a sin, well, first off, good luck finding that phrase in the Bible. And second, that's allowing an organization that has nothing, that have not aligned themselves with Christ, have not aligned themselves with the Bible, but they have, given this rating to a game. It's letting some, organization that is not necessarily beholden at all to Scripture, the authority to determine what is appropriate and not appropriate for you or your family to take in. So I think a much better way to do is, use those ratings as like, red flags that pop up, like, okay, I need to, regarding whether or not I need to look into this more closely. But then, like, going for movies, going to IMDb, that's a great resource to get a blow-by-blow of what the content is, because there are, I'll go to 2 R-rated movies, and if one is R for, like, nudity, and I look and I see that, like, the nudity is, like, really brief, or it's just male nudity or something, that's not going to be a problem for me, then I'm going to be fine. But if I go to IMDb and it's like severe and it tells me blow by blow, this is when it appears and how it appears and how long it appears, then I can say, okay, yeah, this is not going to be good for me. So Anyway, that's a rabbit trail I didn't need to get on. I've already made a bunch of videos on those topics, so... Sorry about that. Cortal says, I wasn't even allowed to say the word freaking. My parents said it's a sin for some odd reason. Yeah, you know, I've run into that kind of thinking before as well, that, like, for example, saying geez, which, as Francisco observed, is I end up saying a lot. Oh, geez, oh, geez. And, yeah, I've heard the philosophy expressed, it's been a while since I've heard it, that, like, well, when you say, oh, geez, you're really, you know, what you really mean is, oh, Jesus, you know. Or when you say, dang it, you know, we know what you really mean. You mean, damn it, you know. Oh, man, I almost walked into that crocodile. Oh, that would have been bad. And I totally reject that. In fact, I think, actually, some of these nonsense words that we invented, like dang it and gosh, they were invented out of respect for their inappropriate counterparts. You know, to avoid those, to not give offense. You know, so. Oh, hey, free animal skin. I'll take it. Boy, I hear some tribal men fighting nearby. Yeah, Grital, yeah, that's the same kind of reasoning there, where they equate freaking with the F-bomb. Yeah, I don't see it that way at all. In fact, with freaking is actually, that's a real word, unlike gosh, which is a nonsense word, really. So there's even more reason to defend the idea that freaking is not simply a You guys can finish that sentence for me, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, the headphones. For those of you who haven't watched one of my streams before, when I am relaxing playing video games, I do not play them with headphones on. And I'm very auditory. I'm very sensitive toward noises. I think and process noise more than I do text. It's probably one of the reasons why I find myself doing audio drama in my work. But what that means is I'm really sensitive to sound, and when I put these headphones on, it makes the whole game world so much more present and intense to me. So moments in games that would ordinarily not freak me out totally freak me out when I am when I have headphones on, dang it. Oh! Get him, my saber-toothed friend. Aren't you gonna get him? Where are you? Okay, yeah. Okay, so I gotta find this hand. Is it up here somewhere? Ooh, I hear something growling. Oh, there we go. Yay! So that gives me like a little bit of XP and eventually, you know, some tiered rewards, but really it's just a reason to get me crisscrossing the map and running into these random, you know, emergent experiences like animals that suddenly come out of nowhere and want to attack you or whatever, or tribesmen or something. Let's see here. Rugged Warrior says, I've been curious on who decided what words are good and what ones were bad. I think it's all context. That, like, words get used in certain contexts or to refer to certain things, and so they just, I think they kind of become offensive that way because people have connotations with them. I mean, like, S-H-I-T is a stronger word for many than poop, but it means the same thing. We're talking about the same thing. But at some point, maybe it was used by someone, by a certain people group that had a certain personality type, you know, and it was considered lowbrow, or it's tended to be used by people that were rougher or whatever. I mean, I think at some point these words were just associated and with a certain type of person, a certain rougher type of person, and then continue to be associated because that is reinforced in some way, you know. So that's my theory. I'm not a linguist, but that's an interesting question. It'd be interesting to research that and figure that out. Dilly Bob says, do you ever feel bad when you kill these monsters? Or animals, as you say. No. because they're almost always attacking me, either first or their brethren have attacked me many times, so that I have every reason to carry out a preemptive strike. Francisco Ruiz says, you do audio dramas? Where can I buy those? Hashtag softball. Why, thank you for that, Francisco. Yes, I've produced... It took me freaking 10 years to get it done. But I produced a trilogy of feature-length sci-fi audio dramas that constitute what is known as the Spirit Blade trilogy, which mashes up sci-fi and the supernatural and is inspired by anime and dark fantasy and cyberpunk. And that entire trilogy you can get on iTunes or Amazon. You can also find it at spiritblade.com, where you can get not just the Legacy Edition that you can find in Amazon and iTunes, but you can also find the special edition versions of those parts of the trilogy, which are, strangely enough, a form of musical, where I used electronic, industrial-style music to help tell the story. The Legacy Edition versions that you find on our site and at Amazon and iTunes, those do not have the songs in them. They are for, you know, the more, I think, mainstream audience. But if you really want to take a walk on the wild side and have an out-of-the-box experience, then you can get the special editions at spiritblade.com. Oh, I missed that thing. I lost track of... Are you guys trying to throw spears at me? Really? I just heard a spear whiz by my head. Let's see here. Dark Emerald, I do not have to feel bad. At the end of the day, and at the beginning as well, they're just ones and zeros to me. Okay, there's the thing, and I missed it, so I need to climb up here. And what, am I supposed to look at this or something? What do you want me to do here? Oh, do I have to really hold a... Why? I don't understand. Oh, sorry! I'm so sorry, my friend! I set my friend on fire. I'm so sorry. He's okay, it looks like. See, I did feel a little bit bad there. But why isn't this activating? I'm supposed to be able to collect that. Is there something else here I'm missing? Am I supposed to... I don't know what you want from me. There's another one of these that seemed like it was kind of broken too. It wasn't responding. I'm supposed to get some credit for finding this little blue thing on the map. Never mind, I'm skipping it. We're moving on to the next collectible. Ooh, there's this one. Let's go get this one. Another Dacia hand. All right, and then I've got to. I gotta eat. If I wait till later to eat, my heartburn's gonna bite me in the butt. Let's see here. They should have. Rugged Warrior says they should have had a trophy called Extinct, which you get for killing every type of animal in the game. That would actually be, like, kind of fun to go after, because, again, it's like collection. You have to go around, you have to find the different types of animals, identify them, and then take them down, you know? In fact, I'm wondering now, suddenly, if there is some kind of activity or something. No, I don't think so. I have to ride more beasts to unlock that one. Oh wait, is that unlocked already? No, I can learn it now though. Yay! Alright, I think now I've learned every skill in the game. So, yeah, there might not even be like an achievement system built into the game. It might just be for like, excuse me, through the PS4 and Xbox things. Alright. Alright, Dark Emerald, you taking off? Oh, no, wait, no. Francisco's taking off. Have to go now. Dad duties. Hope to be back later. Byes all. Pleasure meeting a bunch of you. Alright, thanks, Francisco. Good job being a dad. Yeah, Gratal says, my only limit is not to blaspheme God. What's too obscene everywhere else seems to vary depending on where you go. Yeah, what I see, I've got a video up about, is bad language really bad? That kind of gets into the topic a little bit more. And one of the things that I see in Scripture that's really significant that I think should cause us to avoid some words is that we're not to give offense, and we're not to use language that is that's lewd. So that's like sexually explicit in a way that basically reduces the sexual experience to something that is not about the marriage relationship, that's not about love. You know, it's the kind of sexual humor you're gonna hear most of the time in stand-up comedy or in comedy movies and stuff like that, the kind of locker room stuff. I think that that the Bible's telling us, no, we shouldn't be talking about sexual matters in that way, because it perpetuates... I mean, the Bible didn't specify this, but it perpetuates just an unhealthy view of sexuality. So, and then beyond that, I think that what we see in Scripture is don't cause offense. So, like, if I live in a culture where for some reason, you know, saying Knickerbocker is offensive to people, then I'm not going to say Knickerbocker, you know, because I want to maintain a good relationship with those people. I want to have a voice in their life that will have some weight, potentially, on matters that are actually important. And so, if not saying Knickerbocker will help me to maintain a good relationship with them, then okay, I won't do it. So I think those are kind of like the things that come to mind as far as like boundaries, potential boundaries in language. But yeah, I can't help defend the view that there are like certain words that in and of themselves, by their very nature, are like sinful to say. That's a tough case to make, I think. Okay, Dark Emerald, see you later. I don't know what you mean, Grutal. I don't see that being the case in scenarios where degeneracy is being mocked, though. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't think I've ever heard the word degeneracy used in a sentence, so... I mean, I know the idea of being degenerate. Am I even close to... Am I even going the right way? I think I am. Hard to tell sometimes in these environments. Oh, there's a little thing I can attach myself to. Excuse me, animal. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to get this Dacia hand, and then I'm going to go run into the kitchen and make myself some dinner, but I'll bring it back here to eat it. So I'll just be off camera for maybe about 5 minutes would be my guess. Oh, it's a bear. I should get my spear out in case I need it. Oh, okay. Good job, cat friend. Man, I got cat friends helping me out tonight. This was the last game that I played during the Extra Life live stream. I kind of just got to a place in the last, I don't know, maybe 2 hours where I was just able to kind of groove as a zombie playing this game. But I also was taking some caffeine pills toward the end of that too. That was, I'm sure, helping. Well, I know it was helping, yeah. Oh, getting close. But I gotta go up there and then, what, down or something? Or do I need to go down here and then up? Are you in a cave? Is that where that thing is? Ooh, is that water deep enough for me to jump into? I can't tell. Whew. Okay, let's, little by little. Ooh! Okay, did it. Yep, there's a cave here. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't a real cave, it's just some little thing. That's not gonna help. Dang it. Alright. Gotta go up and around. But this is a really nice game to groove to, you know. It's Ubisoft games. I just love. They're just they design the sound in their games in a way that just really works for me. All the Foley sounds, so like walking around and crunching boots and moving your equipment around and just little climbing sounds like that. You know, it really, like I said, because I'm so auditory in my orientation, it really connects me to the game world when you use sound effects like that. So I really just enjoy kind of quote-unquote inhabiting these worlds, even if I'm not being challenged. Sometimes because I'm not being challenged, I enjoy hanging out in these worlds. So that's why I would say I'm quote-unquote in love with this game. Oh my gosh, it's right here! Haha! Because it just lets me chill out and really kind of feel immersed in a world. So I dig it. Hey, Reed's back for a bit. So Reed, you got anything fun planned for your Saturday? Alright. I am going to make myself some dinner real quick and bring it back and eat it in here. Like I said, I think I'll only be gone for about 5 minutes, then I'll eat my dinner in here and hang out with you guys. christiangeekcentral.com